So, um, the issue we were having was that you were getting crashes. So then I went to go redeploy my code just to see what was wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden I started getting crashes. So then I I commented out the majority of the code and just started from scratch. Like we got this album doc, and we're just gonna set some test data.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, even this is getting a crash, which that's where I was sort of confused. I really don't understand why this is a very simple function. We shouldn't be getting any crashes. So I've already deployed it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, deploy error. No such option is only. Oh, that's my bad. Whoops. So let me redeploy Python deploy.py dash dash only add song to album. All right, so let me actually deploy it.
So you were also seeing the bug, and it just happened randomly for you.
Well, yeah, the last time I sent it to you guys with the video, everything was working.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to go see what the bug was, and I just deployed it. And then I went to go add a song, and then I was getting a crash. So then I was like, I don't really know where the crash is coming from. So I just decided to comment out everything until this album doc, just to make sure that we're connected.
Yeah.
And so I was actually able to print out like artist name and album name.
Oh, great.
I was able to get yeah. So I know it's connected, but as soon as I try to set like a document, it crashes. So
Interesting.
I can read data, but for some reason, writing data gets a crash.
Writing data is causing it to crash. Okay.
So let's deploy and test that out. Yeah, you can actually see my previous logs here. So here's me printing out the artist. Here's me printing out the album name.
Mm-hmm.
And here's I'm trying to actually write some data, and we're getting crashes. All right, so it looks like we've deployed. So let me upload a song. Just a regular song, not a voiceover. I mean, it shouldn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's go to our logs.
And you deleted your print messages.
Yes, I deleted the print messages. Right now, the only thing it's doing is just getting the various variables from the database name and then setting this album doc to just some dummy data, test 1, 2, 3.
Got it. And it's getting album name from the string on line 548.
Yes.
Got it.
Artist name and
Can we log that? Can we log what album name is or print?
yes. We'll log artist name and we'll log album name.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That's what you were just showing me. That's what you've already done, and it was working fine.
Yep. And then here again we see is a crash. So we can try and redeploy, and it will print the artist name and the album name.
Is there a quota for writing to Firebase that you're hitting with the billing is where my head is currently at? And if that's the case,
That's what I was thinking.
Is that the same thing that I'm facing?
Yeah. That's why I wanted to contact you guys. I was hoping you guys to know more about that, because I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Everything was working fine. So let me pull up an email I've been getting from Firebase. I think it might be pertinent to our current. So Firebase client access to your Firestore database expiring in 2 days, and this is the one that we're using, VF-TP all client requests to your Fire will be denied. Before that time, please write strong security rules.
Interesting. Client access. Okay, this is interesting. Can you go back to Firebase Firestore? Firebase Firestore. Go to your database. Yeah.
The actual database?
Yes. Now go to rules in the top. Okay. Delete all the request time is less than that timestamp, and just if true. We're just going to make it if true. Because this is not production, so that doesn't matter.
Publish.
Yes, sir.
Does true need to be capitalized?
No, that's perfect.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
So that should have solved that issue.
Alright, so it looks like we are deployed. So let's go up to... Let's try and get a new song in. So it looks like we got another crash.
And this time, should it have printed, or is that change not deployed yet to a printed?
No, it should have printed. Yeah, print artist name. I'm thinking that I set something wrong in the configurations, but I couldn't figure out what it was that I could have set incorrectly in the configurations.
Did you change your configurations between recording?
No. So let's go to deploy.py. So command F, VF dash, let's just so project VFTP database default document musicians. Okay, so that seems to be the only instance of that. Okay, so that seems to have deployed. Let's try a different file.
And I'm understanding, it sounds like both of our questions are the same. What is causing the crash?
Yeah.
Dang, I was really hoping you knew the answer. What is causing the crash? Because it's not giving us an output message. It's not saying, hey, this line, there's an issue. It's just saying that it's crashing.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still not getting the output even with removing the set line?
Yeah, it looks like now even trying to print the data, getting a crash.
any way you can replicate what you had either earlier today or yesterday where you were able to print that?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do now, which is kind of weird. I don't know why it's literally just print artist name, print album name.
Yes. What if those collections above are incorrect? What if lines 554 to 560 are causing it?
554. So like right here.
Yeah. What if any of those references to well, you're getting it above. No, that is the first time you're using DB, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
try commenting out anything that's using DB. So line 555 to 561, comment that out and redeploy.
555 to 561.
Yeah. What else could it be? Potentially the billing account, but that wouldn't answer why the crash was happening for me unless billing account is not set up on ours. I highly doubt that billing account is not set up on ours, but while you're looking there, I'm going to check the production Firebase and see.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's not saying anything about billing, it's just saying crash. So I don't think it's the billing account. It might be, and I might be making a false assumption, but right now I do not feel it is the billing account that's the issue.
Okay. Let's see, we're ready to deploy.
What else could the crash be caused by? Can we get it to print? Yeah, my next question, can we get it to print anything except crash?
Wow. Nope, still crashing.
So now my question is, what do we need? You were able to figure it out somehow to be able to print something. Right now, we cannot replicate that. How do
Yeah.
what can we do to replicate that? How can we just print? Can we just comment everything out, including the if statement, and just say print hello world? Like literally everything. The only thing inside of here being print hello world. This is coming out of nowhere. What would this be caused by? Did you change any? Well, I'll let you deploy this first. Okay. So while I'm deploying, did you change anything in deploy.py?
No, I did not.
I'm thinking the trigger.
Yeah, that's actually what I was. Because all I did was change these from musician to deploy. I'm sorry, to VFTP.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that's all I changed. I don't know. I may have messed up something, but I was looking back at I can't look at this. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was looking back at my prior saves, my prior commits on GitLab, and it seems to be everything seems to be in order.
That's good to check.
You know what?
What?
just download a fresh deploy.py from the master and then just change everything, just to make sure. I'll just change everything. Or I'm sorry, just change the musician.ai and just delete this deploy.py.
Okay. Here's a question for you. Would you prefer to continue working off your own, or do you feel comfortable enough with what you're doing to interact with our production database without overriding other things? Like, I see how you're deploying right now, and it looks like you're only deploying your function, which is perfect. I'm opening it up. I feel like you understand what's going on, so if you would prefer to just work in our code base so that there's less of this dissonance, I can give you access, and then you can work directly in the code base for this one and the future milestones.
Okay, I guess my only question is, would me, deploying and, checking and debugging things, is that going to interfere with the actual live code, with the user experience?
As long as you're testing on your own musician, like you're doing right now, like a random Harrison musician that you made up, and as long as when you're deploying using the command line, there we go. Okay, we're making progress. And then as long as you, when you're deploying, you're including that / only add song to album. The add song to album function is not associated with our production app yet, so that no worries of overwriting. And as long as you're only updating your own musician, you're not going to impact any other musician, so that's also totally fine.
Sweet.
Your call. I wanted to open that up. I trust you, so if it's easier for you when you're doing this new deploy package to not have to tweak it over to your project and just keep it with ours, I can just let you into our code base, or I can let you into our Firebase.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that's going to make things easier.
Okay, I'm adding you right now. Settings, users and permissions. Adding Harrison.
Give me a second.
You're good. Is it harrisonmbemba@gmail.com? Oh, he's gone.
It is hmbemba@gmail.com.
hmbemba@gmail.com. Assigning you editor access done. Add member. If you go back to you're now added. So if you go back to your Firebase projects and refresh, you should be able to see this one. So like, if you just click the logo in the top left. Yeah. You're already on it.
Using AI.
That's
cool.
it. That is it.
Awesome.
So you were able to get hey. That is more than neither of us have seen. So we were able to print hey if we delete a lot of the things. So somewhere in that top part has got to be where the crash is.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in this top part has got to be where the crash is. Somewhere between lines 535 and 553.
Yeah, so I mean,
I wonder if Firebase storage went and did an update. So, yeah.
So let's print DB name. Yeah, I mean, this is how I started trying to print, every single variable I could.
Hold up before you deploy. Check out line 534.
534?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, it'll crash. You know how do you stop a deploy?
Control C.
Oh, cool.
Control C will stop any running things on your command line.
Awesome.
Now this time it might say there's already a write operation in progress. You'll have to wait. That just means that your previous one is still kind of running up in the cloud. But that's if you crash it fast enough, there's no backlash.
Gotcha.
There it is. Yeah, it's already in progress. So you just got to try that a couple times until your previous operation kind of dies out in the cloud.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is the only thing that sucks about debugging. It's like for every little change, it's gonna take 2 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, looks like we are good to go. Oops.
Try Cloud Run. It's much better for voice apps. Someone commented on our live stream right now. We're still live, and Lucas Bijos, I recognize him from Jovo, and he says try Cloud Run. It's much better for voice apps. Mentioning you in the live stream right now! Exclamation mark. What do you mean? Question mark. Is Cloud Run a part of the Firebase command line interface? Question mark.
Yeah, so we got a crash.
We got a crash that time?
Yep, just trying to print the DB name.
How about comment everything out after you're printing DB name?
Yeah, let's just try and print hello or something.
Yes. I wonder if he's talking. I wonder if Cloud Run would allow us to run this stuff locally. No. It's hard to run this stuff locally too because it's all dependent on a thing being dropped into a Firebase storage bucket.
Yeah. Okay, so this everything else.
So we are debugging. We're trying to find the bug. We've already replicated the bug. I've given Harrison access, so in the future, you can swap over to ours, or you can stay on yours. That's also totally cool if you decide not to. But now you have the option. It's on you. You can decide. And now we're in the stage of fixing the bug. Whenever this bug is fixed, I'm ready to test again, because I know you're probably ready to get paid and move on to the next thing.
I was just excited to finally see this thing working.
You had
and I was like, oh man, it crashed. Yeah, and tell Samir, thanks for the heads up about the double for loops. Because I'd originally written these with double for loops. And I just went back and rewrote them because I didn't even know double for loops were slow like that. I started doing some research into optimization. And I was like, whoa.
He's going to like that. I was curious of what your thoughts would be on feedback like that. Thanks for advice on double for loops. After your advice, I went back and learned more about optimization. Yes, that's big for optimization. Because you did not take any like algorithms class in your undergrad, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay, there's a whole it's usually in the foundations class, and there's a whole thing on big O notation, and it says, okay, if this has a data set of size 5, how much slower is it going to run if you do a double for loop versus if you do like linear operations? And he will appreciate that feedback, and I'm glad it was helpful for you. So did that one work? The last one printed hello if we just had the if statement?
Yeah, we were able to print hello. So we're getting to this point.
Cool.
If for some reason it breaks down at the database.
Cool. This is progress. This is definitely progress.
Yeah, and if Samir can send me like some more like content or learning resources about things like that, like algorithms, like I'd love to dive deep into that. Because right now I've just been looking up various YouTube tutorials on optimization.
Sweet. Deployed.
Cool.
My current hypothesis is that it's something with Firebase.
Yeah, that would make sense. Oh, there it is.
Hey, okay, so we get DB name.
So when were we able to get it before? All right, so let's print artist name, print album name.
It's so interesting that people are actually watching this live stream right now and tweeting at
Oh
me.
yeah.
I'm always like, no, this is just for me. This is just for me and Harrison. Nobody's actually watching this, but people are, and they're tweeting at us in response to what we're doing.
Funny.
What's your favorite social media platform is most valuable to you in this point in your life?
Probably Facebook and Instagram.
So what we get there? Did we get another crash, or are we still good?
No, it looks like. Well, that's weird. It didn't print the artist name or album name.
It might have taken a second. Try uploading another song.
Yeah, let me refresh this first. Yeah, let's upload a different song.
Voiceover.
Okay, so I printed it. There's the artist name and there's the album name.
Sweet.
So we got that going.
Moment of truth. I'm curious if Firebase storage causes it to crash. Watch, we just slowly uncomment and it all just works.
That would make me really angry.
Yeah.
Why would that?
Agreed.
That makes no sense.
Right.
All right. So we know the MP3 URL. Well, let's actually we don't know. Prince MP3 URL.
Yeah. Smart.
Okay. So then musician collection. Yes. Albums collection. Album doc. Set album. So we'll actually artist name and then my song. 1, 2, 3. Or let's just do file name. That makes more sense. Cool. This works. I'm going to be very angry.
I'm with you. So we have not changed a thing except adding in print statements.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, what will be your next? What will be the next pivot?
If it doesn't work, maybe check. Look, like you said, look to Firebase or Firebase to see if they've changed anything or updated anything, and then if not, then honestly, just re-download, deploy, and change everything to add my own VFTP just to make sure that this was all good. Actually, I might do that first because that's probably the easier step. And double check. Well, I guess triple check at this point. Triple check that my configs are all good. Make sure that it's all working. db equals firestore.client. Firebase, fire storage. Okay. All right, let's refresh. Okay, we got a crash.
Okay. If you want to try one more, let's come. Have we been able to print MP3 URL and had everything else commented after it?
Yeah, let's try that.
So we've been able to print artist name and album name. We have not been able to successfully print anything else, and we have not run this to just isolate Firebase or Pyre storage. Do we know why there's a red line under Pyre storage?
Yeah, I don't know. It was just unresolved reference,
Uh-huh.
but it says that for a lot of things. Like
Where is the reference for Pyre storage? Is it commented?
Is it because I? I thought this was supposed to be commented out. Fire storage. Let me check in the GitLab.
And I'm also going to check my version right now to see if I have the same thing of Firebase commented out in the one I'm trying to deploy.
I don't think you should, but I remember I was doing that. I remember you and Samir helped me set up these configs. I forgot why we did that. But let me just double check if that's even correct. Alright, so let me go to my commits.
Are you? Oh, you're good. You're perfect.
Oh, sorry. Let me go to branches. Okay, this is when I send it back to you guys. In an older branch. View the file. Sweet. Oh no, I was supposed to leave these uncommented. Oh, there we go. Oh no, I got confused on that.
Let's see if that does it.
Yeah, let's just try and print mp3 URL right now. So it looks like we got a crash trying to print the mp3 URL, and I'm guessing it's because it's from Pyre storage.
Try it again. Yeah, let's see what happens now with the redeploy. Because you uncommented it up top, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this is exciting. You think it'll work now?
I think it might work. I think I just messed up the configurations like an idiot.
So now I'm trying to think, if that's the case, why did I get the crash? And I'm wondering,
yeah,
is it commented out in the version that I was trying to deploy? So I'm gonna check out your branch that I gotta remember which computer I did it on. Git branch. Is Harrison here? Harrison's not here. Maybe he's on my other computer. Sliding over to the other computer because I may have done it over there. I'm on your branch. What happens when I write this thing? It's in main.py where it's commented out for you?
Yes. It's the
For me,
very top.
For me, it is not commented out. So it makes sense why you're getting that bug. I think I might not have fully swapped it over to be configured correctly. Back to voice first. I could also be wrong. Happens every single minute.
Okay, so we got it to print now. We got the MP3 URL to print.
Yes. Let's uncomment the... Well, I'm going to let you drive. You're doing good. You're doing great.
Cool. Getting excited.
Okay, so now I'll wait to declare that we fixed the bug until you tell me you think it's fixed.
Okay.
But I'm now starting to think, okay, it seems like we may have overcome the bug that we thought. So now my goal is to put this in Alexa for Musicians production environment so that I can test it against the real database to see that it works just as well as it's working for you.
Gotcha.
So I can keep doing that, and I can run it, and then I can just check in with you.
Cool.
And that way you can spend less time having to worry about it. But
Sounds good.
I will still need to figure out why it's not working for me in terms of deploying. I'll have to figure out why it's not working for me.
Yeah, let me double check, finish running everything, make sure that, it is fully running on my end. So then this should create a little thing. Let's see, everything said okay, but I didn't set anything. First name, albums, collection, document, no doc, dot sets. Did I not set anything?
Interesting. Are we missing the U? You see how you define those sets with a U and then actual lines around artist name? Actual quotes, not lines.
Yeah, so, because these are variables, I don't think we need them. But let's try, test.
It's cool to leave that as a variable. That side's fine as a variable, but the left side, I don't know if we can have that as a variable. I think that needs to be a string.
Okay.
Unless you have an example of a different case, because I'm always wrong.
No, that makes sense. Everything else that I did down here has that. You've been getting out and enjoying the weather?
I'm thinking about it. I'm literally like, it's lunchtime. I'm low on food. I'm about to change into some gym shorts, hop on my bike over to Aldi, do some lunchtime grocery shopping, come back, cook up some like.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm about to get back outside. Trying to spend as much time outside as possible. Went camping down in Hocking Hills over the weekend, and I feel like I haven't spent a summer in Columbus in years. So I'm trying to enjoy it for all it's worth. What about you? You got any outdoor plans?
Yeah, I think I might go running here in a little bit.
Ooh.
Just such a gorgeous day.
You ever get impacted by the sun and heat, or are you're totally good, middle of the day, bright sun, you can do it anytime, any place?
Boom, there we go. It works. Isn't that beautiful?
Fixed.
So let's get the rest of this code uncommented. All right. So, if a song is a voiceover, we'll do that. And if the song is just a regular song, we'll do that. So let's send this up to the cloud and then get a song and a voiceover in there.
Yes, and I have a question for you while that's deploying.
Mm-hmm.
I like how you're running the check. I'm curious why it requires two separate functions. I'm seeking to understand because I wanted to make a comment about it, but I wanted to understand because they look very okay, so the data you're storing is different.
Yeah, so it's just voiceover name, voiceover URL. So this isn't two separate functions. It's really just two separate, just an if statement.
Right.
So if the song's associated with if the song associated with this voiceover already exists.
Yes.
So then it's going to append the voiceover to the song, mm-hmm. right? That's if it's a voiceover, or else it's just gonna add a voiceover regularly.
Right.
And then if we're doing if we're sending a song, we'll find out if there's a voiceover that already exists that is associated with this song. Then it's going to append the song to that voiceover, or else it's just going to create a song with no voiceover name and no voiceover URL.
What is the difference between voiceover associated with song exists and song associated with voiceover exists? I'm currently wondering, do we need two separate ones, or can we merge those into one functionality, one function? Instead of I'm
sure we could merge those.
Associated with song, what if we just said file associated with existing song? So
yeah, I'm sure we could merge those. Moment of truth. I guess one of them, actually. Ooh, we got a crash.
What do we got over here? Anything with a red underline?
No. Unfortunately not.
And no helpful comments in the logs? Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, we at least got this printing and up and running. I think I found out it was just my configurations. So I think I can debug it from my end here and see exactly what's going on. I mean, I don't want to keep you. I know we wanted to keep this fairly short.
I'm on board with that. I want to be here to support you. I also am totally down with more short calls where we like check in consistently. So
yep.
From this point moving forward, How can I be of service? Because I hate just communicating over Slack, and I feel like you probably feel like, why does he keep pushing back? Why can't we just move forward? I want this to move forward, and I want to help in
No,
any
it's
way
all
that I
good.
can. So,
Uh,
what would
I
you
mean,
like to be the next interaction? Would you like us to set up a call right now for the next time we check in? Would you like to truly play
yeah,
on your own and just message via Slack? How can I help you?
yeah, probably just another check-in call would probably be best.
Do you want to set that up now? I can pull up my calendar.
Uh, Let me see. Let me think what time.
Tomorrow I am
Okay.
free anytime from 1 p.m. until the end of the day. I'm free tomorrow, and Wednesday I'm totally booked, but then Thursday I'm totally open.
Probably later. For the rest of the week, probably later in the day, maybe around like 6 or 7 might be better for me.
Got it. Would six
So any
o'clock
day that
be
you're
good, or is
free.
that too close to the end of the workday?
6 o'clock is fine.
Okay. Let me see whenever the last meeting was we set up. Where is the last Harrison meeting? Has it been a couple weeks? Have we ever done a calendar invite for our meetings?
I think so. I think it was the first meeting.
Where is a Harrison meeting? Harrison. Whatever, I'll just create a new one. Okay, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Firebase function check in Harrison plus sweets, and then candy emoji. It'll be I'll make it a 30-minute block, 6 to 6:30. Add people, hmbemba@gmail.com. Add a Samir in there in case he wants to come. Make it a Google Meet. It was nice to have you set up the Zoom. Thank you for that. That was very proactive.
Yeah, of course.
Save, send. All right, you should have that calendar invite. I'll let you go. 6 p.m. tomorrow. I'll be seeing you. If you need anything changed, if you decide I'm still working on it tomorrow and you want to push it off, good. But I'll be here and ready. Any other way I can
Sweet.
serve you before I go pick up food from Aldi?
No, you're good, man. Thank you.
Enjoy the sunny day. Thank you, Harrison.
Yep, you too. Peace.